concerned about my happiness. But all that thought you'd give
I'd like to talk to you about my new stencils that layer. This is one of them, and as you can see, there's the inside of these poppy flowers and the outside, and when you layer the two of them together, they become this, which is just really cool. And obviously you can use just the insides or just the outsides if you'd like. Another two-step layering stencil is this one, the Mix and Match Hearts. And this outline you can mix with any of these three designs, and this outline you can mix with any of these three designs, and it'll look something like the two hearts on this tag that you can see I've done. And then I have two that have 4 different mix and match. This is the Lotus Blossom stencil. And this one you can use, there's 2 different outlines, either the single outline or the sort of woodcut outline. And this is the difference between the single outline and the woodcut outline. But that's one of my faves. I love that one. And finally, there is the layered star, which comes in 4 parts, and you can actually put all 4 parts together, and if you do, it looks a little something like this tag. So I'm going to show you how to use all of these layering templates.
I'm using the poppy stencil on a tag and a cosmetic sponge with some acrylic paint, and you can see I'm putting in green for the leaves and red for the stems. Now you could do a little bit of masking if you really wanted to keep it neat, but I like that kind of messy look. I am drying it just to make sure before I put the next tag on, or the next stencil on, that it's going to be fine. And now I'm going to do the outline with some black stencil paint. And again, you are the boss of your stencils, they're not the boss of you, so if you just wanted to outline part of it, that's totally fine too, whatever feels good to you. And you can see in the reveal you have that nice black outline around your colored area. So we're going to do another 2-step stencil, and this is the Mixed and Match Hearts, and I'm using some Distress ink with an ink blending tool, and you can see I filled in that heart shape. And then I like to mix my media, so now I'm switching to some acrylic paint, but again, I could have used Distress ink again, I could use spray ink, whatever you have at hand. And now you can see, there you go, I have a decorated heart. Now there's 2 different shaped hearts on this template, so here's an example with the little one, and you can see I'm using the Copic airbrush system there, and I do mask things off with Post-its. I think that just keeps it a little bit neater, and the airbrush gives that nice soft spray paint look, but you can do it inside, and there are some layered hearts. Now the next one we're going to do is actually a 4-step process, but of course you could use any one of the images by themselves. You can use just 2, you can use just 3. It's really like a choose your own adventure. You get to choose what you do. So I've done the star, and now I'm adding in the polka dots. Pretty cool. And now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add the sort of burst look around. And because the stencil is so well designed, it does the masking in terms of the image, so nothing in that polka dot star is at all getting touched when I go ahead and spray those rays on. And now I'm using some acrylic paint, you can see, and we're going to get a nice black outline, sort of a sketchy outline, I think. And there is the finished result. And again, you can use 1, 2, 3, or all 4 layers. The next one that we're going to play with is the Lotus Blossom. Now I have this this one really has 2 different outlines. Even though there are 4 parts like the star, you're not really supposed to use all 4 together. Of course you can, it's entirely up to you. But now you can see I've done the outside, and I'm switching to the inside here. And again, I'm switching media. I was using acrylic paint, now I'm using Distress ink. I'm using 2 different colors of Distress ink in here for a nice shaded look. Now I'm going to put the outline one around it, mask off anything that's showing, add my outline, and I'll show you the result briefly, but really we're going to look at that again in a minute. So now I'm going to go through the same exact process. I'm going to do sort of my background, and I'm going to add 2 different colors of Distress ink. I'm going to use a blue and then a purple for a little bit of shading. Then I'm going to put the inside, and I'm going to use acrylic paint, and I'm going to color the leaves sort of that yellow and red, and then we're going to go with some green, or the petals rather. Now I am drying that, and I'm going to add, I call this the woodcut version, and it always looks to me like a woodcut because of all those little slash marks. So then with just black acrylic paint, going right over that, and boom, you can see there's the regular outline and the woodcut. So if you enjoy this video, I hope you'll visit my blog at balzerdesigns.typepad.com.